Thank you for joining me. You're watching Esther from Stampin' Style Creations. I'm independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK. Today I'm going to show you a card commission I've made. Disclaimer, there is a few retired products like that heart die that I've used for this mask. I just grabbed a bit of copy paper and a bit of blue tack to stick it down because I couldn't find my sticky masking paper. Grabbing the pop of petals, and I'm going in with Melon Mambo. I'm just going to be careful as to where I stamp the image because I don't want there to be a mark when I go in again with the image. Sometimes when you use paper or something, it goes over the side and you get lines across your stamp. Going with the Granny Apple Green, and I'm trying to avoid the stem because I didn't want the stem shape, and just going in with 3 generation stamping to add those to the sides. Again with this, what I call the grapevine flower, I just want to avoid the stem, so just go in with the ink at the top half of your stamp so you don't have to have the full image. I found it easier to actually turn my whole project around itself, just so that you're not going at a funny angle to try and get those images in. I'm going in with Blackberry Bliss with the flowers and creating more of a border around the edge with those triple flowers. This is one of my favourite stamps, this fern leaf type one, and I think I'm using Lemon Lime Twist for this particular stamp. I do love the speckles out of Waterfront, and it tends to come out in quite a few of my projects just to add the extra splatter. And going in with Coastal Cobana to add that detail. There's just something about the splatters. I'm going in with a sponge and using Melon Mambo, just sponging around the heart, because once you lift the mask it's very difficult to define the area of the shape unless you've actually coloured around it. So I'm just checking to make sure that that colour has laid down alright before I actually go ahead and do the great reveal. Going back with the Granny Apple Green, I'm sponging the edges just to draw in the colour and to give a nice edging on the project. And here's the great reveal. It's my favourite bit of masking, is actually seeing the card without the mask on. Go ahead and stamp a butterfly out of the same set again with Coastal Cobana. If you want to get ink at the bottom, it's slightly different with the new ink pads. You can either squish them together like I've done, or press down on the back of the ink pad to get that ink onto the lid, and then using the blender pen I've used it to colour in my image. The great thing about this set is it comes with a matching punch, so you can just pop that out and use it on your project. Using the everyday Jar Framelits, I'm using the hearts on there and some gold glimmer paper with the number dies to create the numbers that I need for the middle and some heart detail. So I just pop these out and make a collection of those so that I can use them later on the project. As you can see, I've cut out the middle of my card. This is to make it less bulky and to save wastage. These little pick-a-pennant numbers are great, so I put, and letters, so put one on each side of the die to use, and then I can stick it on. Punch out the word today because this is what the client wanted, and then going in with the bunting or the pennant stamp. I stamped off once before I then stamped on again to get that lighter colour and just filled in the name. It makes it so quick and easy when you have 2 stamps on the block. Cutting in one direction and going back and cutting the other direction. If you don't have the die, and because I had twisted the stamp, it's just so quick and easy to fussy cut it. So I decided to pop these up on dimensionals along with the numbers and the butterfly wings and then just going in and popping in those gold hearts to complete the look, add a bit more sparkle. Quick dab of Tombow, and then stick those down. And there you have it, there's my commissioned card using Pop of Petals and the Pick a Pennant stamp set. Do give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video, comment below, I'd love to hear from you, or subscribe to my channel if you aren't already doing so. Thank you very much for watching.